Good evening. I'm Harold Rideau. I'm the mayor of Baker, and we have an exciting show for you today. We're going to talk about some of the things that was accomplished in the last 8 years, and also Veterans Day is coming up on November the 11th, and I have Mr. Sumrall here, and along with former Mayor Pete Heine. He's now Councilman Pete Heine, and we're going to talk about some things that took place during World War II with Mr. Sumrall. And also, Mr. Councilman Heine was part of the Berlin airlift. So we want to talk about those things, and we just want to pay a tribute to our veterans that have served this country and the sacrifices that they've made. Also, we're going to talk about the Louisiana Development Ready community. I have Ms. Latania Anderson that's going to be on with us. She's the project manager. And we want to highlight that and want to show what we're doing. This is kind of the future of Baker and what we're trying to do to move Baker forward. I want to talk about some of the infrastructure, some of the things that we've accomplished, and this is not an individual thing that Harold Rideau done. As the mayor of Baker, I meet every Monday at 7 o'clock, and I want to let people know that. We have prayer in my office from 7 to 8. And I have a number of good friends. Roosevelt Bryant and Ronnie Kerdoff come, and it faithfully came over the last 8 years. And we've prayed and asked God for wisdom and guidance. And I do believe that God has certainly given us that. And we need to continue. We all need to continue for our city, praying for our city and asking God to bless us and help us. We've developed 9.27 acres, Ewell Boulevard. We was able to purchase this land prior to building the fire station. And it was a vision that God gave me to be able to purchase 9.27 acres between Groom Road and Jefferson. On that site, you'll see a brand new fire station, state-of-the-art fire station. And we're excited about it. It was $3.1 million. And we were blessed to been able to get capital outlay to build a fire station. As some of you may remember, the old fire station was old. It had mold, asbestos in it, and we sold that portion of land for $308,000 and was able to buy 9.27. That was less than an acre, and we were able to buy 9.27 acres for $325,000. So we're just blessed, and the Ewell family, as a result of wanting us to have it, we named the boulevard Ewell Boulevard. And this is the future growth for our city, not only just for the fire station, but when we are able to get the money for the police complex, the public works complex, and later on for the put a building up for the driver's license facilities, where you can come and get your driver's license, and also you can come and register to vote. When we took over, and I took over back in 2004, all our railroad crossings were real bad shape. We were able to get those repaired, South Magnolia, Ray Wallen, and Wilson Street. Groom was later done with the Groom Road project. That's the Groom Road extension. That was a $7 million project. The money in 2004 had been shift to Bluebonnet. We were able to get that money back and get that project going. It cost us about a little over $800,000 to relocate the utilities on Groom Road. And that's certainly a beautiful road. It's beautiful, and we're looking to expand and annex out towards the west side to increase the city limits of the city. We installed water meters, which was a grant that was grant and a partial loan for $4.7 million that we got as a green project. We put the water meters in, and we were able to get that done for about $3.1 million, and that left some money that we were able to come in and put a water well on Groom Road. The water well on Groom Road was drilled in 1952. So it was outdated. It wasn't pumping up to its capacity. So now we have a 12-inch well, and it's being done now. And You know, it should be in service within the next month and a half. So we're looking forward to that. But the water meters have saved us 2.7 million gallons of water a month. And that's quite a savings. It saved us on electricity for getting it out of the ground, chlorine for treating the water. So, and we've received a number of awards as a result of going green and protecting our environment. As we know, saltwater intrusion is all the way to Government Street. And as a result, if salt water gets in our groundwater, we're going to see a high cost to try to get good drinking water for our city. We did install some sewage lines on Levy Lane. That was pretty much concluded all the sewage projects throughout the city. This was done on Levy Lane and also down Woodard, where we actually installed a lift station. And Bethany donated the money to, donated the land where we could put the lift station right on the end of Woodard. So it worked out that we were able to get our sewer system in and provide that service to the citizens along Levy Lane. Safety, we certainly, and I did talk about the fire station, but safety is one of the main concerns throughout the city. And we need to make sure that we keep all the citizens safe. And during the during the hurricane, we had a functional emergency operations center. It was done out of the fire station, very professional done, and we were able to document and record all the incidents that took place during the hurricane. So our fire station is certainly, and it has a generator that's capable, if we lose power, the generator is capable of powering the fire station, providing keeping all the equipment, telephones up, and also providing air conditioning to make sure that the electronic equipment doesn't overheat. So we did get to experience it and use it. One of the things about it, if you think about what's happened in the last 8 years, and I've had 5 major hurricanes. I guess Gustav was probably one of the worst that we've had. We had 60,000 cubic yards of debris as a result of Gustav, and that was quite costly to the city. We had about 36 homes had trees on them, so we were able to help people and get those as much help as we could to get those trees and the limbs and trees cleared from the road. We've also, Katrina was the first major hurricane that I experienced. And as a result, we were able to help people from New Orleans. And we just want to thank people for being able to help people. And I want to close out with this right now and say that we appreciate all the support that we've gotten from the community, and thank y'all so much.
Hi, I'm Freddie, and with me is my wife,
Elnora Patterson.
We are founders of God Deliberate Outreach Center. We're on a mission to feed and assist the homeless and needy in Baton Rouge. We are seeking your support. Your donations are greatly appreciated.
There is no amount too small or too large, and all donations are tax deductible. To learn how you can help, call, email, or stop by. The information is on your screen now. We are completely donation funded with God Deliberate Outreach Center.
You will never go hungry.
Welcome back. It's my pleasure to have 2 special guests today. And Veterans Day is coming up, November 11th, and we do have a program at City Hall, and it's going to be a Veterans Day ceremony, and it's going to be at 2 o'clock on November 11th. And I thought it was important that we honor the veterans. And I'm so privileged to have the pleasure of knowing Mr. Harry Sumrall, who was World War II, and also former Mayor Pete Heine, who is now Councilman, who was in the Berlin airlift and also was in during the Korean War. So I want to welcome y'all to the show, gentlemen, and Mr. Sumrall, if you would tell us some of the things that you experienced in your own words during World War II, we certainly would appreciate to hear those things.
Well, I went in 1942. At first, you had to have a blood test. You had to have a blood test, and then I saw I was going to have a blood test, and I went ahead and volunteered, and I didn't want to go in the infantry, so I volunteered for the Army Air Corps. So I went down to the old state capitol, signed up down at the old state capitol, and there they sent me they put me on a train and sent me to New Orleans. I spent the night in New Orleans for one night in an old junky-looking place. Then from there they sent me to Shepherd Field, Texas. I was at Shepherd Field, and I stayed there 3 months. I went through basic training. It was in the Army Air Corps, and I took basic there for 3 months, and they sent me to a clerical school. Then from there I went to Salt Lake City, Utah. I worked in the office at Gulf States when I went there, so they knew I needed office experience. So they sent me to Salt Lake City to go to run the orderly room. I learned all the procedures and everything you had to do in the Army Air Corps. I stayed there 3 months, and from there they formed a bomb group. And being I'd heard about it, I volunteered to get in this bomb group. It was a 505th bomb group. And at that time, from there I went to Harvard, Nebraska. I stayed there 8 months. I volunteered, and that was kind of fun. It was a B-29 bomb group, new bomb group. They just formed it, and I got into it, and I worked in the orderly room for a while. Then I said, well, this orderly room work ain't for me. So I volunteered, and I went out, and I wanted to be around airplanes. I got in the Air Force. I wanted to be around airplanes, so they got me I volunteered to get in the Air Force. I volunteered to I drove 18-wheelers. I refueled B-29 during my time when I was in the service. And went overseas. And I was over there refueling overseas on the island of Tinian. I was over there for 14 months. And while they were still, we had to wait outside on the Liberty ship 2 weeks before we could go in there because they hadn't secured Tinian yet. The Japs were still on the island. And but after that, they secured it. They told us we was in the Liberty ship. They took us up to the island, and we got up into the harbor, and they run an air raid on us while we were getting ready to unload. So they put a smoke screen down, and so we had to spend the rest of that day and all night in a troop ship outside Antinian town. And after they cleared the war, the signal they intercepted the Japs. They were coming, but they were actually headed to Saipan. But we thought they got to fly over Tinian to get to Saipan, so they volunteered. I volunteered to just stay over there. I stayed out on the line, and I drove 18-wheelers, putting 100-octane gasoline in B-29.
But driving that 18-wheeler, fueling, you did something special, and no one else can say they did that. You want to tell us what that was during World War II and what special plane that was?
I refueled the Enola Gay, the plane that dropped the atomic bomb. And I knew the pilot. I knew him real well. And we didn't know at the time there was an atomic bomb on the island. Oh, okay. But they didn't know it was on the island, but we didn't know it either. But what they do, we go in every morning, they tell us what to do. And they gave me a slip of paper telling me what planes to go refuel, because each squadron has, we have 15 planes.
Well, we want to thank you for your service, and certainly I want to thank you. My dad was in World War II, and he was 33 kilometers from Berlin when the World War ended, and said he wished he had gone into Berlin, and that was one of his regrets. But I want to talk to Councilman Pete Heine. You want to tell us something about your service?
Well, Mayor, I'm just happy to be here, and I want to thank you for giving us this opportunity. You know, I feel like I'm here with two heroes. The mayor was in the Vietnam War, and then Harry and I run together, and we're in the Air Force Association together. I was in the Korean War. I was a crew chief on an F-86 Sabre jet, and then I also served in the Berlin Airlift, which the mayor had mentioned. And my service kind of tracked Harry's really from the beginning when I went in and everything. I really wanted to go in the Navy, but they found out I was colorblind and turned me down, and so I walked right across the hall and went into the Air Force. I had a great time in the service. I was just stationed in a lot of different places. Most of my service was overseas. I was stationed in Germany, and I was also stationed in England. And just a little sidelight very quickly about a man here in Baker. When I was one of those fellows that went in for 3 years, and Truman extended us a year, and I was stationed in England. And it was time for me to be discharged. Well, they brought a young fella out there. They say, Heine, he's going to take over your plane, teach him everything you knew. Well, that wasn't hard because I didn't know a whole lot. Right. But that fella lives here in Baker. I hadn't seen him in years. His name is Jimmy Tate. Yeah. Maybe some of you know him with that beard. He was the young guy that took over my plane.
Well, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. And if we can clue the picture of my son and his platoon, we want to show those guys. We're the old guys, and if we can get that picture to come up, my son spent 2 tours in Iraq, and he was a G Company Fire Support Commander. So we appreciate the young guys that are coming back and the sacrifices that they're making. When these guys went to war, they went to war for the duration. I was 1 year in Vietnam, and but still, nobody knows the horrors of war like we do, and we certainly appreciate, and we want to honor the veterans and thank all the men that have served our country. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you.
Baton Rouge is a special place to live, and we have specific needs that need to be shared. WLFT wants to give you a chance to host your own TV show. Maybe you sell homes or motorcycles, or maybe you're a mechanic with knowledge to share. WLFT can create cool graphics and design a show just for you. Calling all ministers, civic groups, doctors, and lawyers, you can have your own TV show now. TV shows can cost over $50,000 an episode. For a limited time, WLFT is offering local businesses your own TV show for as little as $500 per episode, including production. If you need a show or a commercial, call us now or email us at myownshow@WLFT.com. Send us your idea and you can join me on MeTV.
Welcome back to Baker Forward. I have as my guest Latania Anderson. Latania Anderson is the project manager for the Louisiana Development Ready community. And this is a program that we're excited about. Skip Smart at the state is working with us on that project, along with some other great people from the state. And Latania is going to talk about the program and how it's going to affect us, and how it's going to help us to recognize what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and how we can overcome our weaknesses, improve, and be able to attract businesses here. Latania, thank you. And Latania is our project manager, and we want to thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for having me. Yes, I am the project manager for the Louisiana Development Ready Communities program for the city of Baker. And basically that program is a program that's administered by Louisiana Economic Development. And that program is designed to assist local communities to be development ready, competitive, and open for business. Part of that program, one of the requirements is that we set up or create a steering committee, which we created that committee, and that committee is comprised of private and public sectors. It's comprised of local business owners. We have school board members on that committee. And one of the duties of that committee is that we come up with a 5 to 10 year strategic plan. So we're really working hard on that strategic plan. Another duty of that committee is to conduct community and town hall meetings, which we've had. We've had several meetings, and we've gotten a lot of community involvement and community input on what they think would be best, or what ideas they think would be great for the development of the city of Baker. We've also conducted surveys, and we've gotten a lot of input out of that in terms of the strengths and weaknesses of the city and the things that we need to improve upon. We've also done a windshield tour. We've had a site selector to come and to tour the city of Baker, and he gave some input on the things that we should improve upon. So we're really working really hard to make sure that the city is ready and very competitive in the event of a company wanting to come and do business with the city. So we're very excited about that program. We also have a resource team that has been assigned to us by the Louisiana Economic Development. That resource team is going to mentor the steering committee, as well as guide us throughout this whole program. Yes, sir.
And what we found out through our surveys and looking at the community, we have a lot of great things that are happening that are accessible here in Baker. For one thing is the barge canal, and that's located west of the city, and it's about 2.5 miles, so it reduces the cost of moving material. So what we're looking at is trying to bring some manufacturing companies to Baker, and we create some jobs. Also, we're located close to the airport, and that's great. I mean, you're less than 2 miles from the airport, city limits. And also, we have a lot of great things that are happening. We got rail that's close by. We're close to the interstate. So we've looked at those things, and certainly know that they are things that can make us marketable and certainly help us to bring businesses to Baker. Anything else you want to mention?
Well, where we are now with the program, we are on our very first phase of creating the strategic plan. We're looking at our visions and our goals for the future, and this is a blueprint that we're going to use to help the city of Baker to be more development ready. I know we have a lot of folks that have donated their time and effort to make this thing, but one of the things that we did discover through the survey is that we need to improve our education system in Baker, and we are attempting to work with the school board to help bring about together the school system, local government, the chamber, and help improve our education system, to do some things to help our kids improve and to improve our scores on our LEAP tests. Can you think of anything else that we've looked at that it's important that we address? We've also looked at workforce development. We've looked at the quality of life, and we've also looked at leadership, which is a very important part of the strategic plan. So all of those things we're focusing on, and we're trying to make all of the weaknesses that we may have, we're improving on those and making those top priority. And those that we have found to be strengths, we're trying to see how we can make those even stronger.
Right, and one of the things we discovered as a city, we're not communicating to the citizens as we should be. And this is a great program that we can help communicate to the citizens things that we are doing in the city, get them involved, and get our citizens involved in things that are going on in the community. So we really appreciate METV and having this avenue that we can come and talk about some of the things that's going on, some of the things that we need to improve on as a city.
Okay, and we're currently going to be having more. We're going to have more community meetings, more town hall meetings to get the community more involved, and we feel that if we can get the community more involved, it will make the program even more of a success. So we're hoping, Mayor, that we know that within 5 to 10 years, Baker will be a developmental ready city, and we're hoping that businesses can relocate to the city and to employ the people in the city. So that's one of the things the program is very, very good in helping us with. So we just looking forward to just wonderful things that's going to be going on in the city.
And we are working with local industry to help develop training programs, and I think that's the thing that I'm most excited about, is our kids can graduate from high school and know that they can go into some trades and get a good job that they can support their families. And I think this is a great thing that's happening in Baker, and we're excited about it and looking forward to not only retail growth in Baker, but also let's get those manufacturing, those good paying jobs in Baker. And as the mayor, we are going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to do everything I can to get people involved and to help them to realize that we are a great city and we're located in a great area with all the amenities that, you know, with the park and everything. So thank you, and I appreciate having this opportunity to talk to you today. Thank you.